Welcome to another You Need a Budget or YNAB Budget with Me video. I'm Rachel, a stay-at-home mom, and we're currently living on just my husband's income, although I've got a couple small side gigs going on. One of them is a bookkeeping job that I'm interviewing for this weekend, and the other one is I'm filling in for the library assistant in my small town. I would prefer if they would find someone else to do it, but for right now it works and I can take my son with me, so that will bring in a little bit of money. Nothing compared to my husband's income, but it'll boost some of our savings a little bit. So we have my husband's last paycheck here, and then I've also got some cash back coming in that I redeemed, my gift money that we're going to go over. My husband's bonus we're still using for car maintenance things. We did spend $200 on meat from my parents, on some hamburger to tide us over until our locker date. We just settled up with my dad and took $200 off some of the money we make working for him. So that is our income situation, and I'm going to go ahead and release these things. And I'm just going to move my birthday money to ready to assign to because it's just, the whole pot's going to cover everything. So that's it for income. So we're kind of closing out February here. I don't think I'm going to be getting another coffee for the rest of the year, so I'm going to move this to ready to assign. This just in case line here, my husband had to buy something for his coworker that he broke at work and wanted to replace, and then my dad has commissioned me to make a logbook for his cattle business, and I figured someone else had probably made it, so I actually found a couple documents on Etsy to download, so that's where all of that came from. So we're going to cover that overspending and just get that out of the way. So that clears up blow money for the month. Groceries were doing well. I'm actually going to move this $22.83 that we have left to grocery holding. I bought some bacon ahead in advance and a heavy cream, so this $31.42 will just in the next month get deducted from the total amount of grocery spending. We're going to flip ahead here, and that's what we're going to do is I'm going to take minus $31.42. And that's kind of how I settle that up, since we're using that in the next month, so I'm going to deduct that from the next month. And then we can just go ahead and cover that with the ready to assign money. Funny enough, from watching other YNAB videos, I figured out how to use the snooze function. As you can see right here, it is so much more satisfying to not see all of the yellow, so I will be using that function more going forward. So for the cat overspending, my husband really stocked up on their pellets, which is fine because we don't go to that store very often. So we went over just a little bit there. No problem. And then electric, I just had to take a moment of silence because electric was over again. So next month I will adjust accordingly. I'm going to way over budget for it because this is just how it is. So we will cover that overspending. Then going down here, everything in subscriptions looks fine. Okay, this car maintenance we're going to cover with bonus money, if I could spell. Let's see. Baby number 2 shows that we don't have enough because I moved the goal up sooner just in case. We are open to having a second child, and at this point it could happen tomorrow and it could happen a few months from now still, so I am going to bolster that up in this month just to have it be where I want it to be. Okay, and then our Ross were good, home maintenance is good, except I did go over a little bit here. We had some Menards rebates, and I bought some more mason jars, and then it didn't take up the whole rebate, so I found another a couple mason jar accessories that I got, and so I ended up going over the rebate a little bit, but I'm not mad. The stuff I got is very useful. And then, let's see, so the meat, I spent the $200 out of there, but then I moved the $200 back, so we're still good there. Clothing went over a little bit because I found some things at Costco. I rarely ever buy clothes. I rarely ever find anything I like, but found a dress and 2 pairs of shorts, and I'm very excited because I can use them if I do become pregnant. So that bolsters up everything there, and I believe we can go on to March. So the only thing I foresee that we will spend still in February is fuel. My husband and I each might fill up one more time, but when we get this close to the end of the month, and if I've already budgeted, I honestly just put those transactions in the following month. Income is clear and good. Let's see how far we can stretch this, because I have already put in the 4 walls. So my husband already has his $25. I'm going to put in my $25. And now that we are not stretched so thin, we're going to go ahead and put the $50 in the just in case ahead of a time. So that covers blow money. Groceries, we have the $5.50 minus the $30-some we spent last month. Fuel is fully funded, although we're going to just make this amount $5.50. That's awesome that we had that much left over, so that works out there. Okay, eating out and tip, we are going to just do the $60. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, so the following things, I already put the Amazon transaction in, so it is going to cover basically what those amounts already were to the exact amount. Yeah, my son shouldn't need anything else except for the things that I ordered him. I went ahead and got diapers last month, so we're good there. Vitamins and supplements was kind of hefty because I also ordered electrolytes. I actually ordered an extra bag than I thought, but I had $5 off for my rewards and then got free shipping, so honestly we'll be set on those for probably 4 months. The cats, I got a mat because my son kept running into their water, so I got a mat so it didn't get on the hardwood floor. Just some cleaning things, personal care items. I got a couple books with my birthday money, so that basically covered that. Then we're going to come down here, and my grandma's under the weather right now, but I foresee still seeing her twice in March, so I'm going to put a little extra money in there just because I know we're going to end up spending it. And then I saw I had a couple old Targets in here, and I went ahead and just deleted those. Then we have all of this set up, and then here's the $400 that I'm just going to leave it at $400. Last year it was about $100 lower than this, but yeah, we're keeping the house 7 degrees warmer, and I'm going to keep it at $400, and if we have extra money, that's elsewhere I can put that. Okay, we need to cover subscriptions. I still don't know how much this VPN is, but since we have until 2027 to save for it, I'm just going to let it be for now. Here's a couple big expenditure items that we need to set up new goals for. So we're just going to do the target for $700. We're actually getting rid of possibly 2 cars now. My husband has people that want to buy the pickup, and then we have a car that unfortunately it hit 200,000 miles and just said goodbye. So we put a lot of miles on that vehicle, a lot of hours, so it feels like it's kind of sentimental to get rid of a car that is like that. But that will bring down our insurance for next year, but I'm still just going to stay at $700. That might be a little more than we need, but... And this is actually every 6 months. Ooh, a new version of YNAB is available. So August 2025 will be the next time that we need $700. So $116.67. And then car registration will also go down. And this will actually be, I just always do the first day of the month, February 1st of 2026. Okay, and we only need $30, so that's fun. I really enjoy having these amounts saved up little by little over the month instead of having to do that big lump sum. It's very satisfying. And then we can actually hide car purchase. We do not foresee purchasing another vehicle for a while. Baby number 2, we have plenty to fund this. I moved it up from April to February if anyone was curious, so we'll see what happens there. Then we definitely need to get these investments done. That's going to take up the bulk of the rest of the money. And then home maintenance, I just always keep $50 here. I'll probably just go ahead and budget paycheck by paycheck, maybe some of these bigger items after I get the April 4 walls things done. As far as like emergency fund goals, I would really like to get this up to an even $15,000 total. To do that, I need $358.36. So I feel like we could have that done. Let's see. I bet we could get that money set aside by July. That might be wishful thinking, but we're just going to save that target. Clothes. My husband needs a couple clothing items, and I think I'm just going to do $60 for this month. And then taxes, I also wanted to create $1,000 basically by February of next year when we plan on doing taxes. I don't think we'll need it, but I'd rather have some money in there than not. At the very least, we need our state filing, $16 or whatever. Water filters, we need to create a new target of $140, and that's every 6 months. The next time we would need that is August. And the next thing that's going to be most pertinent is this meat, so I'm just going to put the $32.58 there. While we are a month ahead with all of our like 4 walls things and even our investments and stuff, we're still not ahead with some of these longer term goals and bigger items. So one March paycheck or maybe just a little more will cover everything to actually get us back to being ahead. So here's our underfunded, and the fact that it's only going to take like one more paycheck to actually get all of this stuff covered is not bad. And I always think that like we're really behind or something for some reason, but the fact that we don't have any debt and that we do save up for these and are able to save up for these things in advance, I mean, that's pretty cool, and it does create a lot of peace of mind. And also just to note, I am going to try to use these filters more. I didn't realize how useful they could be, honestly. So thank you for watching this video, and I will see you probably just for the next paycheck. I know I used to budget where I would save all of the money made in 1 month and then budget it out the next month, but I'm kind of liking making these videos and just seeing how far I can get each paycheck to stretch. So I hope everyone had a great February and has a good time as we roll here into March, and we'll just keep budgeting away. Thanks for watching.